All right. So the basis of this video is to say that I'm going to start making these like this video logs. I'm not sure if you can consider it a show. I'm going to say it's a video log for a premise for my book. That way it can't be plagiarized or somebody can just, put something out and say, oh, but those are, you know, this this movie was based off of my own experience. No, this is my life. Because obviously my mind has been shared way too much. Anyway, I'm going to basically now tell you, or not even tell you, ask you. You ever had a shitty super? I have. I've lived in this building for about 11 years. For 7 years, me and the landlord, we did fine. Everything was okay. Trudeau, with inflation and whatnot, and property taxes increase, whatnot, shit had to increase. So for 7 years, things were fine. So within the past 4 years, Trudeau's taxes, etc., 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 pandemic, etc., right? Uh, Immigration, the whole nine. So the dollar, the value of the dollar went like this, and the cost of rent went up, right? So she decides she just ran into this fucking guy, and I was working somewhere else at the time. So she ran into this guy, and she's like, "I'm gonna bring this guy in," and I'm like, "No, no, no, no." Anyways, she's going through a divorce, and of course, he's missing his two front teeth. We all know what his wish for Christmas is, and so they end up, you know what I mean. So I'll tell you a rundown of what he's done within 4 years. He's turned an entire corner block, probably about an eight to $10 million property, and it's got two businesses in it. Actually, three. There was supposed to be a laundromat that I lived directly above, and then two separate businesses. So this guy managed to basically destroy the laundromat by using it as his own personal piggy bank, then basically taking all the metal and just turning that place into a crack den. And when that place turned into a crack den, the basement did too, and the basement connects into those two other businesses. And with those two other businesses, they almost breached into those ones. Now they also flooded the basement too, because they don't know how to use plumbing. Now there's also the tenancies as well, and since he brought in all of his buddies instead of vetting tenants, the plumbing, which I'm dealing with right now in my own unit because they're right there. They keep plugging the goddamn fucking toilets with tampons, the end cigarette butts, and the caps of needles. You know, those little orange parts, right? So that all accumulates all the way through every elbow and whatnot. So it always backs up. So I'm constantly walking through a shower whenever I have to go to take a shower. And this has been happening for the past 5 months constantly because it's so gummed up. They have to auger the entire fucking system. So now the value has dropped at least half. So you'd be out so much money but they're trying to find other options. And so these guys have been so accustomed to coming here that they will smash all the locks, jam them open, and it was my job to replace them and fix them because I don't want them fucking roaming around my shit all the fucking time. You know what I mean? Never mind the fact that they can't even take a shit properly and flush it without it fucking coming down. You know what I mean? And it's just disgusting. They destroyed the two. They flooded the basement. They flooded the other business, and it's just disgusting. Since that element is around, the pharmacist, the nicest guy you'll ever meet, fucking, he'll spot you whatever you need until the end of the month, so you can be healthy. And I've had a spot. Sweetest guy. Got robbed twice by these assholes. So now me and all the businesses, we've all contacted the agencies. Even the landlord has been like, yeah, you're fucking gone. So in a nutshell, this fucking guy fucked up the tenancies, brought down the property value. The place is in constant disrepair, and the pharmacist got robbed twice, all in the span of 4 fucking years. Ever had a super that bad? Let me know.